so he called back and told him I won't be there tonight.
Oh. Did you come tomorrow?
You want to come tomorrow?
It's Hannah's birthday party.
Oh! I gotta clean up the house.
I know, I saw. What are you doing?
Something else.
Do you have my drawing?
That's good.
Do you like it? Does it look like the thing?
Yeah. Alright, now.
Thank you. I didn't really do much detail.
I'll find out if something is copyrighted.
I didn't really do much detail. I just kind of.
Sketch.
Yes.
To be safe, you should assume anything that you did not create is copyrighted.
Yeah, I know, but. What are you watching?
I have no idea why this came up. Can a picture from a video game be put on a t-shirt? Okay. I'm not going to do all your homework for you. Here's 2 sites you can look up.
I was just gonna do it. And if something doing it.
Legal Guide to T-shirt Design. How do T-shirt sites legally use copyrighted images? There you go. Do some homework.
Thanks, Mom.
You're welcome. My cupcakes.
What's up? Just chilling, playing Fortnite. I just got the skin yesterday. I think it's pretty dope. I've actually had an idea for like a t-shirt to make with the Dark Voyager doing the L dance. I think that would be pretty dope. The only thing I'll be worried about, obviously, is that I'm sure Epic has some kind of copyright on it, but apparently there's a way that t-shirt companies can use copyrighted things legally, somehow. Not sure how, but I will be doing more research into that later today. Right now, just chilling out, playing Fortnite, and I see a guy over there. What? Bro, who has accuracy like that? Like, come on now. What? Okay. Alright, I'll look at it. So, the reason I always land in this building down here is because there's always a ton of wood in this building that you can get. And then you can build and be alright. Cool. And this guy is quite the pain in the butt, is what he was. So you can build, you can get a lot of wood from these stacks of wood inside this. Oh, where's the guy? Of course he has a shotgun. Oh, of course. Yep, I'm dead here. Well, I mean, I don't really know what I'm supposed to do in that situation with the marksman rifle. Like stuff like that, honestly, because really annoying. Like due to the time it takes to like go back to this loading screen, and then like get in the game, wait in the begin game lobby, and then actually get on the bus and drop, and then you might even die at the beginning again, and then you really don't want to play. Like who feels like doing that? Just play, reset, play, reset, play, reset. I want to get into a game, I want to have some good fights, some good build fights, you know, whatever, and then die. And I don't have to win, you know, it's like a good time, good fight, whatever. We have to win, I don't care, but like, man, it's just annoying getting in, getting a marksman rifle, and then, hey, it was a tactical shotgun and comes along and shotguns me in the face. Just, nah, that's not very fun. That's not what I consider very fun. Kind of makes me like, it just makes me not want to play. Blue pistol. Thanks, but no thanks. And then that kind of annoys me too, like I would like an AR or SMG or something, but there's 3 pumps in one area. 3 pumps in one area, and this kid gets RPG. Isn't that lit? Oh, I didn't even mean to do that. I don't think he meant to do that either. Like, that's the issue with the RPG a lot. Whenever I get it, I mostly kill myself. Like, by accident. I'll just blow myself up. Somebody like build something right in front of me, and I won't be paying attention. Boom! I blow myself up. Not pleasant. I hate when I do that. Get pissed. But it happens. It happens. I don't think I've ever once. Well, I won a game once with an RPG, but that was a while ago, and I can't think of any recent times when I've actually won a game with an RPG without killing it. Like, yeah, I just don't win a game with it because most of the time I end up accidentally like killing myself. They shooting crossbows at me. A lot of people don't like the crossbow, but I actually genuinely like it. Like, if I get a crossbow, I'm okay with it. I'm not like upset. A weapon I don't necessarily like so much is the marksman rifle. I'm not really sure if I really mess with the whole, like, no scope. Like, I like to have a scope. I will take it though. Yeah, if I found a crossbow, I'd probably use it over the marksman rifle. Just depending on what my setup was. I do need AR. I do want to have my attack and pump. I want that there, that there, that there. Something like that. Okay, I guess I kind of would rather have it with AR is next to the rifle, but I also, you know, want to be able to quickly access the RPG if I so need to. I guess I really don't need one of these shotguns. I do have an RPG. Let's put the RPG there. Let's put that there. And that there. Yeah, that looks better. And then this chest is. Where's this chest? I know it is. If I get a crossbow, I'll probably take it over the huntsman rifle. Or hunter? It's like huntsman rifle or something. I always get the name confused, but I normally just call it the huntsman rifle. Because why not? I should go check this place for ammo crates. I'm not exactly sure where the ammo crates spawn in this house. I want to say in the other room. Oh. I completely forgot about the storm. I was wondering why I wasn't hearing gunshots anymore or seeing anybody. I do hear gunshots to the right, but it's not wise to get in fights while running from the storm. Just to avoid them until after you get out of the storm if possible. Not too worried about my health getting low. I do have these 9 bandages, and I was not going to make it out with more than 75 health, even if I ran directly towards it, because I made the mistake of not paying attention to the storm. Which is completely my fault, obviously. The next circle is far, so I have enough bandages for a while, but still don't wanna. It's not typically a good idea to be a storm runner. Don't want the storm on your back typically while you're running from somebody. Let's see if we can't hit this guy. I thought that hit. Well, we have a minute, and I do not prefer not to have this guy on my back while I make my way to the next circle. Maybe we can get a quick cleanup. He's most likely injured. I don't know how that didn't kill him, but I need to heal. And he doesn't seem like the most aggressive player, obviously, because he's not pushing me, so hopefully he has a med kit or something on him. I don't know why it does that. Why would it build further back? Oh, he has shield now. That's great. This game's over. I'll never make the next circle, obviously, so got the kill, but I'm gonna die now. At least nobody will get his crap. Whatever. I mess up my aim a lot because of the aim assist. Just really can mess your aim up. But without it, it's really hard to aim because I've tried. So it's just kind of a either use it and have your aim be wonky, or don't use it at all. You can use it and have it screw your aim up a lot. Because it's just aim assist, it just brings you near, but not much I can do about That's my excuse for dying a lot, or anytime I die, really, because there's nothing you can do. Like it's a lose-lose situation. I mean, you can like you can turn the aim assist off and be inaccurate to crap, because it's too hard to aim by yourself with the sticks. It's too hard. You won't, like, some people can, but I'm always used to using aim assist. I've never not used aim assist, and so it would be very strange for me to not use aim assist. In this game, the aim assist will mess you up a lot. It will like drag backwards, and just when I was fighting that guy, I aim, but then the aim assist keeps you behind the person. So if you're aiming in a very close proximity, or a clutch situation, or a close fight, you know, I don't have time for my aim to be slightly behind the person. You know, like I just don't have time for that. Like I need my aim on the guy, like on the guy. I don't have time for that. So, but like I said, there's literally nothing you can do. So, yeah, that's fine. Oh, what I just found. The guy above me just got torn up. Man, that was terrible, but I really couldn't see because the thing was behind me, was in my way. So yeah. But yeah, my aim was bad there, obviously. I want to go here. Go ahead and reload this bad boy. I'm not a super huge fan of the semi-auto sniper. I feel like it's just kind of a bullet hose more than anything. Like, you can just send a lot of bullets downrange. The bullet velocity, is not very high, and the bullet drop is pretty high as well. So that's something you definitely need to adjust for when you're using this versus like the bowl, which I would much rather prefer. I just realized that guy really could have snuck in behind me, and there's a guy right there. So, but yeah, that guy, the first guy I killed, he could have easily snuck in behind me back there. I did not realize that the roof was open as it was. We're gonna leave these bandies behind, and we're gonna keep on trucking. I hear gunshots coming from over here. I want a little bit more material. I like to keep maybe like 200, preferably. And I know I'm about to waste about 30 to get up on this roof right here. So, okay, 20 either way. Oh, I see a guy on this, and the trees are in the way, so I'm gonna move up now. And I still see him, but really don't have a clear shot on him. Okay. So I see he's heading to the right. I also see what I believe to be signs of him not knowing that I'm behind him. Like how he's shooting. Now he knows. And I missed all those shots as well. So, in circle, yes, okay. So, that was a pretty good push and execution there, I think. Actually, it was not a good idea to leave my scar out. People will see that. But, that was a pretty good push and execution of, just situational awareness, knowing that he didn't really have anywhere to go there. And I had the advantage because he was kind of trapped where he was. So I think I did pretty well there. It's a deagle, but I like the deagle, but I will not be taking that right now. So yeah, I think that was fairly good right there. Somebody's watching me. I'm not sure who, but if there's two medkits here, I'm gonna drop the pump for the medkits for sure. Switch please. Okay. And then we're just gonna look around for our next target. Gonna farm up some wood as soon as I get up here. Just listening for any audio cues as to where any players might be, such as gunshots. I'm always listening for footsteps for certain. Audio cues, anything. I like to play aggressive, and I don't win a lot doing that, but I'm okay with that. I believe it makes me a better player. Doing that, the only thing that I believe I need to work on is ramp rushing people. Not necessarily ramp rushing, but if I see somebody in a base, I won't just let them have the base there. I won't do anything about them normally. I'll just set up my base and then try to ignore them. But I think I want to work on definitely being more aggressive. Now, this is a good area to play aggressive in. This is between like everything. Okay. In this area, there's Justy, there's the factories, retail, salty. All three of which are fairly popular areas. I would head to factories, but I don't like fighting at the factories. I feel like just a little too cramped with all the buildings in the way, just for how I like to play. I like to be free and build a lot. And I just feel like I cannot do that at the factories very well. And I feel like when I go to the factories, I get pinched a lot. I feel like that's kind of the middle of a lot of areas. So I just feel like I get pinched a lot when I go there. So I try to stay away from there. Let's see if anybody went to Dusty. They probably did, but you never know. Sometimes they do not. Somebody just invited me to the broadcast, but I am broadcasting, so don't think I will be going to that broadcast. But it's cool that he's broadcasting and inviting me. I should do that. Invite my friends to my broadcast. I see a guy way off in the distance. That was terrible. Okay. Well, we're gonna not mess with that guy because he's a little too far away for the semi-auto sniper to be really effective. So we're just, I really shouldn't even have taken that one shot I took, but I did, and there's nothing to do about that now. So we're just kind of gonna, he's outside of our effective range, so we're just gonna leave him alone. Now, once he realizes that the circle is where it is, he will most likely I can't say 100% what he will do, but he will most likely start running across this field here. And if I'm smart, I can definitely secure possible easy kill by watching for him, unless he just doesn't realize what's happening. Where did that just come from? Oh, is that the same guy? No, that, oh yes, I think that is the same guy actually out there in the distance. We're just gonna pretend like we don't see him, even though we do, and then we're just gonna head its direction as we come over these dips. There's another guy behind him. If he thought that we saw us, he would act different and play a different way. He might come towards us. I mean, he might start building early. He might look for me to come. So now he's up there. So, you know, it's just, if you can, try to give the player you're following, try not to let them know that you're following them. It's probably the best way to go. These two guys don't have skins, and I try not to assume that they're not good players because they know skins, but a lot of the times that's just how it is. The good players do not have many nice skins. So right now I'm following a guy that is following a guy, and I see one now. Ooh, oh, it was. That was mean. Not gonna lie, that was mean. Quite lucky headshot. Where is he? Oh, he's right there. Okay. Just glad that I now see where he is. Oh. I have no idea how he's laying down rounds faster than me, because I'm shooting first, but once again, aim assist kind of screwed me up there. Of course. Oh my. I made a couple of key mistakes there. I made a couple of key mistakes. First off, aim assist kind of screwed me. When the issue with aim assist I find a lot is when you first aim, it's not directly on the person. It's kind of to the left or to the right, and then you want to shoot, but it's not on them. And then aim assist will kind of fights you a little to get on target on the person, and then obviously you're at a disadvantage when you start firing and you're not on target. But playing without aim assist is difficult, to say the least. And to play without aim assist, you have to be willing to take some L's, which is kind of difficult for a lot of players to do, especially me, because when you're trying to train yourself to aim without aim assist, obviously you're not used to doing that, so it just kind of, it's just messy, and it's hard, and it's discouraging because you want to do good. And it's discouraging and it's hard. I don't really know if it's possible or not, but I do know that aim assist will mess you up a lot. I don't want to say more than it'll help, but I know that in situations where you can tell it's not helping, or in situations when you can tell it's hurting, it's really hurting. Like, it's definitely not something that you feel like, oh, this is a really great thing, it's like helping a lot. it's like, oh wow, that just messed me up a lot. And then in situations where you have your target on, when you have your cursor on the person, that is not auto aim assist helping you. That is you fighting aim assist. It's putting you near. It's putting you near, but you have to fight a little bit to put it onto the target. Which, personally, I'm not sure that it's worth it. I mean, I get frustrated a lot because of aim assist, like a lot. And so, I really would like to play without it. This guy is trying to escape. I really wish I picked up that suppressed SMG back there, but I did not. Well, I don't have a ranged weapon. I have 2 shotguns, but it's not a whole lot I can do about that at this point. Where did this guy go? I'm just gonna guess he went up here. He could be around the bend down there. Well, I'm just gonna say forget about Dusty because I'm not going back there now. And I'm going to go and hit up this house right here. See if we can. Oh, somebody's already been here. Heard gunshots in Tomato Town. So, being the aggressive player that I am, that's going to be where I go. There's a guy right there. In this situation, I know that there's a guy right there, and I know that there is another guy more over towards that way. Actually, I think that might be that guy. And I don't have any shields, and I saw that there was a 50 up here, so I really, just for now, want to ignore the 2 people that I'm seeing right now, and just, I'm gonna watch how this plays out, and then come in and finish up, most likely. I actually did fairly good there for having no aim assist, surprisingly. Ow. I typically find it to be a little more challenging than that, but I actually did pretty well, and I actually hit a bit of a predict shot on that last guy with the second shotgun blast. I just kind of moved it where I saw his body was going. Pulled the trigger. So, overall that was a good game of it, for sure. I came out of that with 1 kill and more materials, and I definitely upgraded my arsenal a bit. So I'd say that was a pretty good engagement. So now, hearing that there's these chests behind here, I'm gonna break through here, build a wall behind out of brick. Some players won't realize that there's even a hole here, and they won't realize that that's not supposed to be made out of brick. So, I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna grab all these bandages, and then this ammo crate. That was worth it for certain, because having a grenade launcher is obviously advantage. When I get the grenade launcher, I used to play with it sparingly, and I would, you know, try and play a little more cautious and not use my grenades as much, but I think I definitely have evolved from watching some of the bigger YouTubers like Ninja and Monster D-Face and people like that who show you how to play, and I definitely evolved into a more willing to use the grenade launcher. I wouldn't even necessarily say that, but I think I used to like it because you really need to time how you bounce a grenade off the ground before, but you really need to let it bounce once before when you fire it against somebody's wall or something, because after it bounces once it explodes. Well, not necessarily right after, but you know, typically pretty close following after you let it bounce, it will explode. And so that's really how you need to use it. You need to let it bounce once, and then you know, fire the grenade at the ground and let it bounce once if you really want to use it very effectively. I did not really know that, and I didn't like it because I would fire it at a wall or something and it would bounce off and bounce away and not explode, and obviously that was annoying. So I really would honestly sometimes just, if I saw one, just walk past them, ignore them, or just not pick them up and pick something else up. Or if they had one, I would just kind of ignore it. But now I feel like some of the better players have shown me the way of the grenade launcher. I was coming in here hoping to get some rockets, but obviously I did not. So I have one kill. We're going into the second circle. I see a player in front of me. I will most likely engage. This is normally where I die, right around this point in the game. I'll just make some mistake. Like last game, I was pushing that guy. It really wasn't it was auto aim's fault somewhat that I missed those, some of those shots, but it was also my fault for not building a secure base while I engaged on that player. So, you know, it's kind of a myriad of things that caused that. So we've hit this player for 33, and we know there's a player sniping at us. So we kind of just want to keep moving. This player knows where we're at, obviously. So we're just going to push up a little bit and then build around, because I should always do that. But I just forget a lot. And then it's a lot harder to aim without aim assist, for certain. But it's doable. It's just not quite easy. So I see that he's not putting a roof on his building. So what I'm gonna try and do, if I can not get interrupted by some and this is why I really don't play that much, honestly. Like, this is the main reason right here why I just don't play that much. Why I don't play this. I do play this game a lot, but like, I feel like that's for me, that is the most annoying thing. Like, that is the thing that will make me not want to play. Like, why am I having an engagement with somebody and being sniped that's by somebody else? And being pushed on behind by somebody else. Like, I just don't understand. I just don't understand. It's just very annoying. It just makes me not want to play. There's nothing you can do about it. Nothing Epic can do about it. The only thing you can do is look around more. Be more careful. Obviously, I knew I was being sniped at, so I was building around me. But of course, as soon as I go to push up on the guy and ramp up to try and shoot some grenades inside his base, the guy comes up behind me at just that time. Like, I'm only gonna say a bit unlucky there, but honestly, it's not even about a bit unlucky. That happens a lot. So it's not even a bit unlucky. It's just, wow, you got pinched. Deal with it. That's what it is. To be fair, I do it as well. Since the first guy, the guys in Tomato Town for sure. So I do it as well, but like, if I were to see two people having a fight, I typically will try and avoid evening the odds for one side or the other. I'll just let them fight, and whoever wins, I'll go after. Now, that's not pinching, if you ask me. It's really quite hard to be accurate without auto-aim, but what? He turned and looked up at me that quick? This man was looking down straight at the thing in front of him, and then bam, he's up at me. What? Like, yes, it's honestly like really like impossible to have good aim without aim assist. I just turn it off for fun. I will never honestly try and learn how to do it without aim assist. You really can't. And it sucks. I mean, it sucks, but you just can't. The sticks are just, they're not accurate enough. You like, and then there's people who play with aim assist, they definitely have an advantage over you. Like, for instance, that guy I just killed, he really was not that good. I'm not sure if he had materials, but obviously he didn't think to farm materials. So I'm just assuming that he's not that great of a player. Wasting this kid with the crossbow. But the thing I need to remember is that I really don't have all that much health. And so the longer the fight goes, the worse. So I need to finish it as quickly as possible, I was gonna say. But I did finish it now. And here, some sniper shots going from over there, so we will go investigate that for certain as soon as I finish. Oh, I was gonna say as soon as I finish here, I was gonna medkit, but obviously, oh, I'm not gonna finish here or medkit because there's some guy shooting at me. Okay, well, for some reason now, every game, literally every game, literally every game. Alright, it's been 3 games in a row now where I've gotten in a fight and somebody else has jumped in the fight. And it's caused me to die. 3 games. I'm just saying, why do I bother playing? I'm gonna get flanked by like 50 people. I really don't have a lot of words right now because I'm kind of annoyed. I get flanked every game. I get pinched every game. Fall on my fort, and I get pinched. I wait 2 minutes in the pre-game lobby. I'll wait about 30 seconds for each loading screen. I'll wait about 30 seconds to get a match. It's about 5 minutes between each game. It's not really in reality that long. It's about 3 or 4 minutes, but still, when you're mad, you just want to get in the next game and play. You don't want to sit there thinking about, oh, I just got flanked 3 times in a row. Oh yeah, I messed up. Fell on my base. Heard somebody sniping in that direction. I did not realize. But there's no way I can know that he's just gonna immediately head over here. Like, there's no way I can know that. That's the first heavy shotgun I've ever gotten from my chest. Really? Heavy shotgun just seems more like a... It just seems like a modified pump. Maybe like with a tighter choke. And like a little friggin'... Oh. Okay. Oh. See, aim assist messed me up there. Honestly, I don't want to play anymore, so I'm gonna stop streaming.